like defensive mess that from being constantly fucking whipped around by dummies that I don't know. I can't distinguish between people who are like making legitimate, honest criticisms, people who are legitimately confused, and what also, more importantly, the best possible way of, saying, say, explaining things to people. Sorry, I just got like broken brain for a second. Will you watch Nintendo Direct in 3 hours? Yes, I will watch it. But anyway, if I were you, I'd feel the same. Yeah, it's fine. But the reason why I started early is because, like I said, I just don't have anything else going on, and I want to fucking.
2 months of daily.
I just wanted to get started. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. Why do you never use a B? I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of fucking weirdos in here today because like when I do stuff like this, I usually, because this morning I woke up and I decided, I'm not done yet. I'm gonna fucking make a meme. Okay, you can't stop me. I'm gonna make a meme. I'm gonna make fun of the people who are like complaining about React lording and stuff like that. So there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna come in here today and disingenuously demand the attention of the stream. When I ban them, I need you guys to understand I'm not doing it for myself, even though it's totally valid and perfectly valid if I wanted to do it for myself and for my mental health. And, I don't give a shit that people consider that to be, accountability that I'm running away from or anything, because everyone who knows me knows that I do not fucking run from accountability. I run headfirst at it and get mad about it, and I seek it out. Have you ever discussed how similar Will looked like Keith in Gemstones when he had long hair? Fun fact about Keith, he's actually a pretty cool dude in real life. I've never personally met him, but Keith is from the same school that Will graduated from, same comedy school. We'll talk about that right now. Hold on. Actually, here, I'll pull it up. So, I don't know if you guys know this or not, and I don't know if Will has actually talked about this or not, but so this is Tony Calvero. Okay. So Tony Calvero is also known as Keith in Righteous Gemstones, one of my favorite shows out right now. I think it's fucking hilarious. It's like jam-packed and absolutely hilarious. But Tony Calvero, okay, looks a lot like Will, and it's really interesting, right? You think it's interesting? Well, what's even more interesting is that Tony is one of the top graduates at, I think it's Second City or Groundlings, whichever. Will went to all of them, but Will went to all the comedy schools, and in the world of the comedy schools, when you elevate to the highest level, you become like one of the top 6. I think it's Groundlings or top 7. And they have like all those top 7 people are basically like Supreme Court justice positions almost, where when you're in that top 7, like unless you retire and go to like SNL or whatever, you're basically a part of that company, the top 7 slot. And Will, because he looks exactly like this man, was unfortunately unable to like make it to the top 7, even though he like graduated and got to that point, and like he needed this dude to leave so he could fill that role. Which is kind of wild, even though he is chill. Like from what I understand, he's like a very chill dude. He's a very funny guy. But he's yeah, they literally never let him in because Groundlings is dumb like that. No. He graduated all the way up to the top of the fucking ground. Like he's been through all of the courses in Groundlings. Like he went through all the levels. I went and I saw his fucking. I went and I saw his comedy show, stuff like that. But oh my God, The Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out. Oh my Lord. Okay, I'm excited about this. Comedy schools are breeding comics. Last night, Will said he hasn't made any money from Fear and Malding. That's not Will alone. It's both of us. We've done a fuckload of ads. We've done a fuckload of ad reads. We have, and they pump ads against our will and against our consent because that's the contractual thing that they have. And I keep asking WME, can you send me remittance? Like, can you send me the fucking remittance? Can you send me the remittance? And they're like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll do it. We'll do it. And most likely we're just not going to be, we're not going to be working with Cast. Like, I don't have a problem with Cast. They were fine.
Wide people happy. Let's have
fun
today.
And I'm not saying that they're like scamming or whatever. Even though I just never wanted to run ads to begin with on the podcast. And then basically in order for us to be able to use their studio and use their producers and all that stuff, like they were like, you have to do these ads, right? And is it feasible to just do all the shit they do on your own? Yes, of course it is. And it was feasible even back when I first originally signed with Cast. The reason why I wanted to sign with them, dude, why are you replying to furries shitting on you on Twitter? I don't know. But the reason why I signed with them originally was because I wanted something else. Like I wanted to be obligated to another place. So I would be forced to do something outside of my comfort zone. Okay. But yeah, Cast is not great. So it's just not for us. They're good for like famous people that don't understand content creation in the digital space. Like they're probably great for people like Sarah Silverman, you know what I mean? But for people like me and Will, like we already make content. We know how to make good content. Like Will is responsible for hundreds of millions of views at BuzzFeed. I, over the course of my career, have also generated content that have gotten hundreds of millions of views, both at TYT and myself. Like we know how to make content. So it's just like, it's the digital it's the back end stuff that that we had to deal with, and it's not worth doing all these fucking ads. You know what I mean? Like we were doing so many fucking ads for all these like companies that we were supposedly getting paid, which I don't even know if we ever got paid or not. That's why I don't want to like say Cast is responsible for it, because like WME could have totally paid me, and I did not realize that WME sent me Cast remittances. And I might not have seen it, which is why I kept fucking asking WME, like, send me the remittance, so I know exactly what Cast has paid us. But I'm not certain if they ever did. What is this?
I don't get to spend much time with my best friend. And sadly enough, Fear and Malding is probably the majority of the time that I've spent with my best friend over the last year. Like, if we stop the podcast, I probably won't see Hasan.
That's not true. But the reason why I originally started Fear and Malding was because, and remember, this was at the time when Will wasn't at the place that he's at now. Okay. The reason why I originally started Fear and Malding was because I wanted like him to be the big mic to my Logan Paul. You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to like, I wanted to be able to create a fucking podcast that, I wanted to be able to create a podcast where like Will could control it and like do everything for it. And that was his product. You know what I mean? And then basically it never ended up coming to fruition because, well, one, I fucking had no time whatsoever to deal with it. I also, on top of that, like was working with a team that, you know, didn't really do much. Like I kept fucking saying, like when Will says yes to something, you know, treat it as law, but they never did. They kept fucking asking me for permission on shit. And it was like really fucking annoying. And, you know, it's, you and Will should stream together more often and go into other streams. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll definitely do that. But like the reason why I wanted to build this studio, the studio that you see right now, okay? Like boom, look at that. Boom, 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 you know? Boom, boom. This, and hope eventually we'll be able to full blown like have a better camera setup studio, was so that I could do the podcast here, so that we could eventually do it independently on our own, and do all the stuff on our own, have guests over, make it much easier to fucking streamline the process, make it much easier and go independent and not have to do like all these fucking ads. Um, so, you know, we're gonna probably get like a producer if we do this, you know, and we most likely will, and like we still own the IP and stuff. Like, you know, cast is very there. It's like if we split, it's an amicable split. You know what I mean? It's not like crazy. It just wasn't like the best partnership because like what we were looking at of the partnership and what they were looking at of the partnership is different. You know, but. Yeah, what we need is like a Jamie type dude who knows how to operate cameras, like, you know, fix them up if need be, and then knows how to operate a roadcaster, which is pretty easy. I will most likely, like for the time being, I will most likely use like one of my editors potentially, or we'll see what happens. But we didn't shoot this week, and we're gonna figure out how to move going forward. But the reason why I built this fucking studio was so I could shoot in here. You know what I mean? That's why I want to do that. I want to be able to shoot in here and do all that. Taxes must be difficult using Twitch? No, not at all. Dude, you get 1099s and that's it. I mean, taxes are difficult if you're, unless you have like, I don't know, unless you're like trying to fucking get more bang for your buck, like get more unless you're trying to reduce your, you know, taxes somehow. But we are going to talk about the don't say gay thing today. How many average listeners per pod up? I have no idea. But if we do that, if we go independent, like we're you know, we're gonna figure it out. But if we do go independent, eventually, when we do go independent, rather, what I wanted to always do was just have like fucking one episode behind a paywall, one episode not, and then have the Patreon fund itself. You know what I mean? Fund the podcast, like the way that Ludwig does The Yard. So, you know, we'll figure that stuff out. That's easy peasy stuff. That's not a big deal at all.
Let's go 1 year B.
So we'll see. I mean, that's like, you know, that's the Chapo method. That's what like they've been doing. You know, they've been doing all this stuff. Like this is the stuff that works. So
Tell Will I'll be his best friend.
I'm fucking all over the place. What happened to leftovers, Lamau? I'm waiting. I don't know. I fucking. So, going independent is probably the best move to set up that you have. You should be having all control. Yeah, because like the issues are, you know, we have a fucking studio, right? We have this fucking studio that we have to go to. When we go to that studio, there's like all these problems, because you know there's only a limited amount of time. I don't have like a person on payroll, so I can't film on fucking Sunday nights. Like if it were up to me, I would get a fucking producer. And that producer would be, you know, in the best position on the fucking planet, because all they got to do is fucking film twice, you know, pull some graphics, pull some fucking stories, extremely online producer, and then they literally film twice, one on Sunday night and then one, I don't know, another time during the week. And when you do that, and you make a fuckload of money off of just like the Patreon donos itself. So it would be an awesome position for the most part. But the issue is like I'm not lucky like Ludwig is, and Ludwig is very smart, obviously, on top of luck, but like he has an entire fucking crew of brilliant content creators that he has surrounded himself with that also know everything. They know everything about like the back end stuff. Like they've been doing this professionally, you know what I mean? I need like a Slime and an Aiden and all these, and Nick, like all these guys who are fucking awesome and do an incredible job. You know, and I don't have that. So that's something I need to do. And I'm just like so bad at this shit. You know what I mean?
As high.
So we'll see. But yeah, let's blast off. I mean, I got nothing else going on. I mean, I have a lot going on rather, but like I have nothing in my personal life that's going on that's like interesting. I watched the Tinder Swindler last night. So I'll just blast off. Daycare is open. Like that's the reason why I started off early today. Have a lot of thoughts on it. Talking briefly about ReactGate. And diving into news. Did you ever consider hiring an assistant? Yes, I have considered it. Not an assistant, but like it would be, I don't know what the fucking position would be considered, but it's like the we're going to talk about crack pipes and everything else, which is not a bad thing, by the way. That's a good thing. So don't be one of those reactionary dickheads. Yes, I'll be using your meme Kelsexan for that blast off tweet. What the fuck is this? +12 years camera and editing experience. Hire me. Have you considered making an op a co-op? My operation currently does operate similar to a co-op where like we don't have like a fucking workers council or anything, but like the only part of this process where my editors come into play, they have full autonomy, full control. They do everything. Like they run the show. They do everything. So it's not even, you know, like there is no democracy because I don't even have a say basically in what happens, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
8 months of brain rot.
Anyway. Daycare's open early to watch Tinder Swindler last night. I have a lot of thoughts on it. Talking briefly about ReactGate and diving into the news. Fighting crack pipes. Gucci, Jim Jones.
Brain rot confirmed.
$5 billion crypto stolen and more. Get in now. I need to. One thing I need to do better though, and it's fucking annoying, is that because of the sea of like endless criticism that I've gotten from people, a lot of it being bad faith. Yeah, we're gonna talk about REI union busting too. There's so much to talk about. Holy shit! But because of the endless sea of like criticisms that I've gotten from people that are most of the time fucking totally bad faith, that I have no way of like I seek out the shit nonstop, right? But I've basically gotten to a point where like I have no way of responding in a way that makes me look a little bit better. Like it looks fine to you, okay? It looks fine to you because you know where I'm coming from. It looks fine to you because you understand what I mean. You watch me 8 hours a day. It looks fine to you. But if someone has never fucking actually watched me and the only thing that they've seen is like an 8-hour compilation, or if only thing that they've seen are fucking enough clips of me standing up, leaving, and they're also not content creators themselves, so they have no way of understanding what content creators are interested in, or what content creators like, or what motivates them, and the only thing that they hear is like one content creator that they actually like that has decided that reaction is bad for everyone else, then of course like I have no good way of communicating that to people, effectively communicating that to people, and it sucks. So I got to get better at that. That's definitely something I used to be a lot better at. I don't want people to think that like I'm fucking running away from criticism. I never do. If anything, people get mad at me for maybe doing too much diving headfirst in the criticism. So the best thing to do is just ignore them. That sucks, but the misinfo would also just stay. I don't think there's any way to like, I don't think there's any way to respond to it.
Thanks for spending the last year with me at Hasanabi. Heart.
I don't think there's any way to like respond to it and like actually fucking diffuse the situation. So I don't know. I've always felt like you are the archetype of your Twitter image. You melt people's faces with laser eyes. Yeah, I mean literally.
Do it.
But yeah, the one guy on Twitter you saw was in good faith, but he's still wrong. Yeah, the thing is like, here's what it is. Okay. This meme itself, it's wild that this convo even, it's wild that this is even a convo when most people are watching it and the overwhelming majority of content creators, including myself, love when people react to whatever we make, right? This is true. The myth of mutually beneficial react content. I consent is the reactors. I consent is 99.9% of content creators. And I don't says random YouTuber who no one is reacting to. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? Now, this was about the Dark Viper AU guy who said that reaction content is similar to, date rape. Like literally said, I would fear being around someone who reacts like to people's content because they're not asking for consent. And I would cover my drinks around them. Like he like went into fucking town. Like it was really fucking gross. And not only gross because it's a ridiculous way to fucking talk about anything really, but also gross because it kind of minimizes like sexual assault. You know what I mean? Anyway, I mean, it's probably clout chasing, but if we are to be charitable or if we try to be charitable, even though I think that like, from what I understand, I've never watched any Dark Viper content, but from what I understand, it seems like he makes decent videos. Like a lot of people are fans of his. It seems like he's like a leftist in Australia or something, but like not really a leftist, but like a liberal in Australia, whatever, center left. And he's good at making videos when he's making videos about himself, but like he goes fucking off the rails whenever he like has like a pet peeve issue that he just like hyper focuses on. It's an analogy. I know, man. I know it is an analogy, but the analogy doesn't work if you make these comparisons to rape all the fucking time. Okay. It's not a consent analogy if the impact is not as damaging as like literally date rape, okay? That's the problem that people have with. I know that it's very hard for logic lords to who fucking LARP as like the most rational person on the planet who can't have a normal conversation without like liking it to rape all the time. The problem with rape is not just the fucking lack of consent in that circumstance. Lack of consent in and of itself could be analogous to a million different things, but lack of consent when you make it to rape, you're basically stating that the damage is as insane as the damage is as like problematic and as fucking damaging and destructive as rape. Okay. Yeah, it's just basically a Holocaust equivocal that debate lords do with literally anything bad. Yeah.
My
So
sentence is almost up.
Also, he himself is a react lord, and he himself has done many fucking reacts. So that's fucked up. Anyway, so it's a super shit analogy, and they always do this. I'm not gonna watch his reaction to Charlie. That's what he wants for the most part. When I take a sip of my girlfriend's soda at dinner without her consent, that's basically assault. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's a appeal to emotion that people engage in. It's like a super exaggerated one that wants you to react the way you do. So then you're stuck arguing about fucking, rape or whatever. So anyway, so I made this meme. Okay. And the problem with a meme like this is that it of course does not see the valid side of the criticisms, right? The valid sides of the criticism are this. If I watch a content creator Okay? It doesn't matter if it's helpful to them or not. If they don't want me to watch them, then they're right. And you guys that have been here for a long enough time know this already, right? You know that that's my perspective. And there have been instances where people have been like, people have said less than like overtly positive things. And I immediately stop watching. I say, I'm sorry. And I never watch again, including the person who like originally started this conversation. There was like a year ago, during one of my cooking segments, I watched someone's, it auto-played a video of someone's that I did not know. And that person did not like it. They've apparently also done a React Harder meme to Charlie as well, Moist Critical. Okay. And I admitted that I was wrong in that situation immediately. I was like, because that's true. If someone doesn't want you to fucking watch them, no, it's not Tierzoo. Tierzoo is in here all the time. Tierzoo is awesome. But I even stopped watching his stuff, even though he was also like confused at first. Right. So
Yeah, mom.
it was valid to be like, hey, that's fucked up. Please don't do that again. Okay. That was valid. But milking that for an entire fucking year and continuously making like videos about it is crazy. I just saw an older clip of him where he says he's autistic. Maybe talk about the subject and not mention him anymore. It's not even him. First of all, I think their pronouns are they, them. I'm not entirely certain, but it doesn't matter. I had a suspicion because it's quite normal to have an exaggerated sense of right and wrong. But it's just like
Hassle.
So, dude, don't say fucking dumb shit like that. What the fuck's wrong with you? So, as I was saying, and this is a conversation that we've had over and over and over again, many times over, right? Also, pump this, please. Let the people know, let your friends know, let your family know, let your enemies know that we're live and alive. You know, after a fucking year, especially because like I agree with the original point. After a year, it's like, okay, well, like what else do you want from me? You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, I will not watch their video. And every time I talk about it, like, people go and seek it out and they watch the video. The entire point is like to get people to watch the video a year after the fact. It's just not worth it. It's not. Like, I feel like it's bad faith. I'm sorry. Okay? Especially considering that, like, I'm right. Or, I mean, they're right. And I have apologized. Like, I agree. Like, if someone doesn't want you to watch your shit, you don't watch their shit. That's it. Okay? So there is validity in that in that conversation, in that side. Do I personally think it's beneficial for them? No, but it doesn't matter. It's not me. It's their video. The guy who posted in Hoscord basically just wants you to pause before you go to pee. That's it. He's in good faith. Can also be very annoying. So a bunch of people also jumped on this and were like, dude, why do you play the video while you're fucking getting up? Is it CoffeeZilla? No, of course not. I love CoffeeZilla. Okay. That person made it. Oh, that's the other reason. The person that we're talking about also made an 8-hour podcast with like kill stream Nazis, where they like basically just restreamed my stream, which I don't have an issue with. But you know, when you do that, it's like it's impossible for me to see it as like good faith criticism. So there's that too. There was like literally fucking kill stream Nazis on there. So if you're doing that sort of stuff, like, then I don't think you're doing it in good faith. I think it's kind of sad. I think it's kind of pathetic. And I'm sure they'll keep making more videos over and over again. Okay? But ultimately, okay, you can still plan the kitchen setup going. Yes, exactly. So ultimately, what I am going to do is like, yeah, I get up when a fucking video is playing from time to time. Okay. The reason why I don't pause it when I get up is because I care about the content above all else. I care about you guys being entertained above all else. And I know that if I fucking if I pause the video, you guys are gonna be fucking annoyed. You're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? So I would rather play it on my phone while I get up. You know what I mean? While I get up and answer the door, get the deliveries, fucking you know, even in the 10-minute period where I'm off camera sporadically when I am cooking. So So, you know, of course I'm going to do that. And the real reason why I don't care about it for the most part is because 90%, like I said, but that's what the YouTuber want, disrespectful. Wait, what do you mean? They don't even want to say don't react. They say that leaving videos only and leaving disrespectful to the creator, and they just want people to be more transformative. Okay, but that's the react harder argument. And most of the creators that are quite literally in here, like Nick is not green, for example, is a great example of this. Like, these are people from this community as well. Like, they don't mind it. Like, 90% of creators don't mind it. And I do react hard, okay? I react so fucking hard that there are entire memes about how much I pause. We totally forgot about this for some weird reason, because one content creator with a relatively sizable audience that has partnered up with a bunch of other content creators who just fucking despise me. There's this notion on the internet that, like, I don't fucking react hard or something. Like, there's a reason why people call me Hasanabi. It's so weird that people are now saying, like, when he joins, you should say you're going to eat something and leave him alone with your chair for 30 minutes. That's why I'm like so confused by this. This is a wild take, and it speaks to the power of compilations. I have 8 hours of stream you can watch. And it's like, people are basically asking me to change the way I do the stream, but they've never watched the stream. Like, if you were a stream watcher and that was something that was like frustrating you, that's a little bit different. You know what I mean? But you don't watch the stream. You've never watched the stream. You've only seen compilations of it, and you have a false notion that I do this thing where I just like fucking play a video and move on. Play a video and move on. Okay? It's not for them. But like you guys know this already. Like, I pause so fucking much. Remember this shit? I paused so fucking much that when Casually Explained made a YouTube video calling out Twitch streamers, he literally mentioned me and added that listen.
Regardless of whether someone is a pro gamer or you just have a crush on them, at the end of the day, streaming is all about entertainment, and you can watch and support whoever you want. But at least be honest with yourself about it. I've seen people be like, oh, yeah, she does like yoga at the beach, and I've donated because she obviously can't afford a proper outfit, and I've been trying to learn yoga myself. You know? Yeah, okay, buddy. And I'm a tier 3 sub to Hasan for his political views. And we're back. Thank you.
I'm sorry, what? Son of a bitch. So that's the first part about it. And then look at that. Perfect relationship with a streamer and chatter.
Thanks for unpausing the video, Hasan. Now, one thing Twitch is certainly known for.
Classic. Are you fucking kidding me? Classic. Like, that's a classic. You know what I mean? That's how much I pause shit and yell for like an hour and a half. That's the reason why people call me Hasanabi. People get mad at me. Like, that was such a good one. That was an incredible bait. Like, that's literally that's the meme. So I don't know how the fuck it turned into like, dude, you're not reacting hard enough to the videos. You can say that about anyone, by the way, for the record. You can say that about anyone. And there are instances where, like, if your argument is don't watch my videos on stream, okay, I don't want you reacting to my videos, valid. I will never do that again. If your argument is watch my videos but watch them harder, okay, and like react to them harder, then that's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? If your argument is watch my video for, you literally did not unpause for 17 minutes.
Love you, BB.
Let's say you have a good old-fashioned father. It's Sunday afternoon. You have to visit.
In modern society. Yeah, I play, like, it's the meme, the meta in this fucking community. The meme in this community is like, I'll play a fucking 1-minute snippet of a 4-minute clip, and I will go to town for 60 fucking minutes on it. That's the whole point. Stun locks, like the one that's occurring right now, is exactly what I do. That's what I do best. That's literally what I do best. And sometimes there's not going to be a fucking stun lock, okay? Sometimes I play a video and I don't stun lock on it, okay? It's very frustrating that people are now like making it seem like I just fucking sit around and don't do anything. And I know immediately when someone makes that fucking meme that they just don't watch. That they just don't watch at all.
Hasanabi, Hasanabi, Hasanabi.
That's why people come in here to watch me. The reason why I'm saying all this is so that like we can, I guess, make a YouTube video or something eventually so that people can understand. What I feel is there are moments where I'm not all there, okay? I'm live for 8 to 10 hours a day. There are moments when I go up and pee. The reason why I don't pause it is because if I did that, everyone would be super fucking pissed. And I care about making sure that you guys are entertained. Like that's what I care about more. Just that more than anything else. Okay.
That's great.
And the reason why I don't think people give a shit about that overall, like I don't think content creators themselves get like super fucking mad about that overall.
Didn't really
is because they like it when we're watching their videos, okay? For the most part, 99.9% of content creators love it. I'm a content creator. I love it when people fucking react to my videos. I don't care if they're like not reacting hard enough or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. No, bro, it's what you do worse. Stream will be 2,000 times better if you set a timer and only talk about something for like 10 minutes. I mean, you talked about this saying is the exact same thing for 3 hours yesterday, and here we are still stuck on the stupid shit. I know, but there's always new people in here, and I want to address it for all the people that are actually in here coming in with good faith to basically understand where I'm coming from.
Has high.
And also, you guys are in here, so you obviously know where I'm coming from. But if you look at the quote tweets on that meme, the quote tweets on the meme that I posted this morning, it's literally everyone being like, dude, that's all you do is you're a leech. You're just an entirely bad person. Neon Tasser, you didn't react to Jay's content. You took a shit while playing his video on stream. Honestly, it'd be different if you only did this with Masters Chief and TV Shit Show, but full Channel 5 videos with barely any reaction sucks. I really don't think many of those viewers would go rewatch the video again, but who knows? Like
5 months.
Like this person is fucking complaining about reactions to Channel 5. Andrew loves it. Andrew fucking loves that shit. Like you're literally complaining about someone who loves the shit, okay? Bitch made a song, still mad Jay responded. I'm not even talking about Jay. I don't give a fuck about this person, okay? But there are fans of this person who literally are just like, let's be honest, if Hasan didn't do React content, no one would care about him because he's the most boring streamer on Twitch. Exactly. Like, totally.
20 months, Pog.
So anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The reason why I have to address this shit though is because there are people with like, first of all, the funny part of it is there are people who like don't understand content creation or why it's actually good to fucking react to videos. So they think like they operate off of like the one YouTuber that they like that said this guy sucks. So they're thinking all YouTubers feel this way when that's not the case. Okay? That's not the fucking case. Like I've been a content creator for 10 years, man. I know. Like can people at some point be like, okay, maybe you know what you're talking about? Okay? I think a good compromise is the link of the video in chat and directing people to like and subscribe to the video channel. I mean, we already do that. We already fucking literally, we already point to the video. I talk about it. I talk about the video when I'm watching it. I say, this is the content creator. I can't believe he's doing this. This is great. It doesn't matter. Okay? Because it's not a legitimate, it's not a legit talking point. It's like the fucking car saga all over again. We will be watching the baby game direct later. Yes. So Anyway. I watched a new Darth Viper video and he was spot on. You're using bad faith. What? Darth Vapor, 18-month subscriber. What? I'm using bad faith. I'm using bad faith arguments here. I already recognize and admit. I already recognize and admit that if someone does not want me to watch their content, then they're completely justified. They're completely correct. There are people that not being in your chair bit hasn't even been mentioned in a few months. I've been here until you started pointing it out. Now everyone's saying it to trigger the classic 1-1 stun lock. You seem to be very focused on the topic and you're backpedaling. But before you ban, check my logs.
What?
I've been a huge fan of you and inspired me to create my own content based on climate change. I'm sorry to get on your nerve a long time ago, but it's legit improve my lifestyle and focus on me rather than you. It'll be a good chatter and provide useful. Top of the hour ad baits not available. Wait, what? Content creators just want to create a parasitic relationship with bigger content creators. It's the toxic way to bump their validity value and on top of the hour. Yeah, I mean, that's the other part of it is like, listen, you watch people's YouTube videos and that's a positive way to engage with someone's content. That's a positive way to make an interaction with this community and their community. And then the other way to do that is basically by fucking doing these like call out posts and all this other shit. It's the same energy. It's by trying to attack the content creator. You're like trying to fucking tackle a piece of their audience, maybe drive a wedge between his community and try to like grab as many fucking people as you can. That stuff does not work. Okay? That stuff just does not work in the long term. You're not going to get enough, like, you're not going to be able to farm enough hate engagements that will allow you to have a sustainable business model, for sure. You know what I mean? I know this. I know. I promise. I think I demonstrably have at least some level of knowledge on content creation. I've been doing it for a very long time. So anyway, XQC doesn't respond and it's the smart thing to do. Speaking like a true capitalist. Yeah, exactly. You can say it's a true capitalist or whatever, but I'm not going to be baited into watching someone's fucking video a year after the point when I've already agreed with the original point that they made. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? The answer is, ironically, I want you to react to my video. So like, I'm not going to do that. If the main point of contention is don't react to my fucking videos, I did not consent to this, and then you try to get me to react to your further fucking videos, I'm not going to do that. Why the fuck would I ever do that? Why would I literally give in to what you want when I already acknowledge that you're in the right to fucking watch, in the right to say, I don't want you to fucking watch my shit, and that's fine. Isn't it funny how Charlie mentioned his Dark Viper video, how the same person told him the same thing, react harder or don't watch? Charlie did the same thing as you and never watched their vids again, but you're the only one catching flack? Yes, because I respond, because I'm a fucking idiot, okay? Anyway, that's it. And this is why it gets very frustrating after a while, because like, I at least am trying. I'm making an effort to be as charitable as possible. I'm making an effort to like respond to it, you know what I mean? And then people say, Hasan, you don't take criticism well. But there's a degree of criticism that I can charitably understand and respect and respond to, which is what I'm doing when I say, you're right, but what else do you want? Okay? And then there is I don't really give a shit. I just want you to watch my favorite content creator's video. And especially because like it's a non-issue that turns into an issue. My biggest problem on the internet, what? You're misrepresenting this argument. Can you watch this clip?
In this reality, XQC doesn't use other people's labor.
I'm so sick and fucking tired of this, dude. I hate this. This guy is literally, look at his videos, man. Look at his fucking videos, bro. Look at this channel, okay? Look at this fucking channel. He's got videos with 70K views, 94K views, 64K views. Boom, 9 hours ago, 228,000 views. What are you? Are you riding or dying for him? Are you? Why? Like, are you his biggest fan and you want him to fucking look at this thumbnail? Holy shit. The real reason why he's doing this.
You will be on his second
is
episode.
because he wants people to react to his fucking videos. And it's very frustrating. You're a fucking idiot if you don't realize that, okay? There's good faith criticism and bad faith criticism. You literally are trying to desperately give into what he wants to do, which is react to my fucking videos, please. Okay? That's what he's doing. But you don't know that because you're not a fucking content creator. I am. So I know what he's doing. There's two ways of doing it. Make good content, okay? And you're like, hey, please watch my video. This is sick. And then I do, and it's awesome. And that's not a parasitic relationship. That's a positive relationship. And then the other way to do it is by doing call-out posts and having absolute fucking baboon-brained idiots like you operate on his behalf. You're literally giving him, you're helping him. You're helping him. That's the point. That's why he's doing it, you fucking idiot. He's not doing it because he legitimately thinks it's fucking unacceptable. He's doing it because then people will watch his shit and he will get a big bump. Holy fuck. Ah. Ah.
Dear Hasan, please don't get angry. This Horkus and Lauren sticker is on Lard.
Two months brain rot not effective yet.
Yeah, like, why the fuck would I watch his clips if his entire fucking thing is like, I just, listen, dude. If his entire thing is like, don't react to my shit. Okay, don't react to people. Like, why would I do that?
Viper, AU.
I appreciate content while I attend university.
It's just this simple, chat. We don't need to watch a video on this. This is why he's pissed. This is why he's pissed. It's just that simple. Not in a 25-minute video to tell me he's pissed because he's irrelevant now. He fell off. Lol. You were at
So, like, Miskiv is joking, and what he's trying to say here basically is that, like, the reason why this person is making this video is because, like, he's upset that he fell off, and that's the reason why he's doing it. But, like, it doesn't matter. Like, there is a level, there's a degree that you have to, like, respond to it in a way where you, there's a degree of charitability that you have to apply.
4K doing something, and you fell off hard. That's just it.
And my problem is I didn't do that, and I took it seriously, and it doesn't matter.
6 months and
Because, like, I took it seriously, and what the fuck? Maris, thank you for the 100 gifted subs. Holy shit, dude.
You fell off. You had something going. Bada boom, bada bing. I don't know. Maybe you didn't move to Austin, Texas.
The spikes are from starting drama, but the content itself barely grew audience. Exactly. The inverse of that is that, like, every time I get into these fucking dramas, I actually lose viewership because people get mad and people get annoyed because I'm constantly fucking repeating the same points over and over again.
Sorry. Daddy, don't get angry. Sorry. Daddy, don't get angry. Sorry.
Anyway. So let's get to the fucking actual juice on the stream, okay? The real content. Let's get to it. We're moving on from this. DC schools have been evacuated due to multiple bomb threats. What the fuck? What is happening in America, bro? This is wild. All right. Are you going to collab with FD Signifier? I think he wants to talk about Debate Bros, and I don't want to talk about Debate Bros. If we're being honest. And I don't want to watch Noah's video on Debate Bros because I don't care about Debate Bros, and I don't want to watch it. It's fucking dumb to tell content creators they need to try to talk to you when you don't ask them for permission in the first place to act like a child when they try to respond. Dude, There is only one content creator who I've already fucking who I've agreed with that is like still farming it, and you're a sucker for doing their marketing for them.